Jain song is going first. It's up to you. Are you ready to talk about your family?
I can say like a Sadhvi is a female monk.
I am a monkey and I am the Lanchan of Abhinandan Swami.
Good. And Abhinandan Swami is what number, Tirthankar?
4.
Good.
I'm a crocodile, and I'm the Lanchan of Savidinath. And it's the 9th.
Ninth, Tirthankar. Okay.
I'm Thunderbolt of Vajra. I'm the symbol of Dharmanath, the 15th. I'm a Kuma, and I'm the
But you can just speak a little bit louder.
I'm a Kuma, and I'm the Lanchan of Gaurinath, the 19th.
Okay.
I'm the Blue Lotus. I'm the Lanchan of Naminath, the 21st.
Everybody got it?
Yeah.
The 5 symbols?
Chandan Bara? That's all I know.
How
Yeah,
else?
you were sold to slavery, but that'll be all we need to know. And then,
Yeah, a little louder.
and then
I can't hear you.
he was sold into slavery, and then he
She
was
was
bought, and then she broke the fast of
Bhagwan.
Very good.
Good job. Surya, Dwaj, you need to be familiar with these names because that might come up in questions as well. Okay? You can take it slowly. You don't need to remember everything on day 1. But the more you read about it, you will be familiar with it. Now, how many dreams did Queen Krishna have as per Shwetambar tradition?
40.
And as per Digambar? Which are the 2 additional dreams as per Digambar tradition? Shlok? Pair of fish.
Oh, there's more?
You know.
Do we have to know all of them and then buzz?
Yes.
So we were but his brother Nandivardhan was still grieving the loss of his parents, so he still needed his brother. So he asked his brother to stay for 2 more years. So
Can you be a little louder? I cannot hear.
okay, so for the first year, out of those first 2 years, he lived a really simple life. And on the second year, he started giving everything away. Like his clothes, his jewelry, his everything.
Why?
Because he wanted to donate, and he thought that donation was a double blessing.
So every Tirthankar, before they take Diksha, they donate all their belongings for 1 entire year. Every Tirthankar does that. Okay? So when, after his parents died, at that time he was how many years old? 28. So as per the vow that he had taken in his mother's womb, he was ready to take Diksha now, right? Because his parents died, right? But then what happened? His brother said, please don't leave me alone right now. Parents have already left. If you also leave, then I'll be left all alone. So he said, okay, I'm going to stay in this house with you. But he started sleeping on the floor and started giving up on his belongings one by one. Okay? And then at the age of 29, he knew he is going to take Diksha next year. So when 1 year was left, at that time he started donating all his belongings to all the poor people and all the needy people. Okay? Clear so far?
Yeah.
Okay.
So after he gave everything away, he came something called Aparigrahatva. That's basically complete non-possession. Like he gave everything away, and so he took Diksha on the 10th day of the dark half of the month of Margashish, and Lord Indra came down. He was placed on a palanquin, and then he took him to go take Diksha, and then he took everything off his body and gave everything away, and then
What level of knowledge he attained?
oh yeah, he attained Manaparignan,
Which is the?
which is
Is it complete knowledge?
no,
What level of knowledge is it?
it's telepathic.
Fourth type of Gnan, which is telepathy. People, once they attain this type of Gnan, they can read other people's mind. Okay? So at every Tirthankar, at the time of Diksha, that soul will attain the fourth type of knowledge. At birth, how many types of knowledge they have? We just went over it. Three. When do they attain the fourth knowledge? When they take Diksha. Okay? So, and at the time of Diksha, Bhagwan Mahavir did what kind of loch? Does anyone know what is Panchmushti loch? Okay, Shlok.
Follow on your head with four handfuls and all the hair on your lips and chin and one handful.
Good job. Okay, so the Tirthankar soul will pull out all the hair from the head.
This is the story of Yaksha Supani. Okay, so Bhagwan Mahavir, he was traveling and he went to this village named Astikagram, and there he planned on staying at a temple of Yaksha Sopani, but the villagers there warned him that the Yaksha would torture any traveler who would stay the night there, but Mahavir Swami wasn't scared, and he entered the temple, and Yaksha Sopani thought that Bhagwan Mahavir was challenging his powers. So he assumed like different forms of like animals such as like elephant, tiger, and he even became a ghost. But that didn't really scare Bhagwan Mahavir. And so he got even angrier and he started piercing different parts of Bhagwan Mahavir's body, like his ears, head, nose. But that even though it hurt a lot, that didn't affect Bhagwan Mahavir. And then because of all his failure, Yaksha Sulpani was drained of all his energy, and he realized what he was doing and he asked for forgiveness.
Chandan Bala was originally known as Princess Vasumati, and she was captured and sold to. She was captured by her. Oh, I'm gonna restart. So Princess Vasumati, her father was in a war. She was originally in a kingdom, and her father was in a war with someone else, and then they lost, so then they had to run away. And while they were running away, Princess Vasumati was captured and sold to a slave market. And this merchant named Dunba was passing by and saw that Vasumati was no original slave, so then he bought her out of compassion. And when he took her home, she wouldn't say anything, so then he decided to name her Chandan Bala. And he later on, he would always treat her like his daughter, and his wife Mula did not like that, and she was wondering what he could possibly do to her, and he thought that he would probably marry her, so she did not like that, and she wanted to get rid of her as soon as possible. So later on, when Dunba goes on a 3-day business trip, she figures this is her time to get rid of Chandan Bala. So she puts her in shackles and shaves off all of her hair and makes her starve for a while. And then once Dunba comes back from the business trip, he does not see, he cannot find her anywhere. So then he asked his servants, where is she? And earlier on, the Mullah told the servants that if you tell him where she is, I will do the same thing to you. So then no one told him anything where she was. And eventually there was an old old servant who was about to die, and she thought, I'm gonna die soon. What's the worst that she can do to me? So then she tells Dunba everything about what Mullah did to Chandan Bala, and then he goes and sees that this is the condition that she's in. So, and then he first goes to find her food, and all he finds is boiled lentils. So then he gives her that. And then Chandan Bala was contemplating on how her life turned from happiness to misery, and she decided that she's gonna offer the food to a monk before eating the boiled lentils herself. And then she goes outside and puts one foot outside of the house and one foot inside, and then to her surprise, she sees Lord Mahavir coming, and he was coming to look for alms, and he had the conditions that they should be a princess, they should have 1 foot inside the foot and one foot outside. They should be in shackles. They should be bald. They should have tears in their eyes. They should have been they should have been fasting for 3 days. And she did not, and he saw that she did not have tears in her eyes. So then he turned around and walked away. And seeing this made Chandan Bala sad, so she started crying, which then made Lord Mahavir turn around, and then he accepted the alms. And later on, Chandan Bala goes on to become the head of the Sadhvis, and then gets Kevognan and then gets liberation.
Running, so we knew that.
Come on, Koshi, you can do it.
Yeah, pushing! Power!
I'll hold you. I'll hold you, baby. This way, I'll hold you.
Mom, can you put this?